Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through an apartment tour. I have had so many questions about how did I find my apartment, what does it look like, is it very French style? Some of you guys know that I have a very small kitchen, so I'll navigate how I've been dealing with that for the past few months and show you, I guess just like a cute and quirky but like super beautiful apartment, and then give you guys tips on how to find apartments. I can more so relate this to Paris just because this is where I recently moved, but you could apply this to kind of anywhere. So without further ado, this is my Parisian apartment tour. I'm on the 5th floor, 5 étage is how my elevator says it. And there's one floor above me, which is basically where the maids' quarters used to be before they renovated it and added apartments. And this is like every French style apartment now. So once you enter, then comes the magic, and this is what made me fall in love with this apartment. So you come in here, and you are just given this beautiful view. What I am obsessed about with this apartment is the big windows, and they're French doors, so they all open up to the terrace. And unfortunately, it's a pretty crappy day outside, so you're not gonna get the beautiful, stunning view that I normally get, but it's still a really, really wonderful thing. And it's in one of my favorite things on nice days to open the windows fully open, let's say, and just like bask it in all the sounds. I am on a very busy street though, so you do get a lot of noise, but I don't mind it. I feel like I'm in the action, you know? So one of the reasons that I decided to get this apartment was because of this big table, and I work from home, so it was a great place to work from, and I normally always put flowers right there, but I don't have any today. So next up, we have the living room, and my living and dining room are pretty much attached, but that's okay. This is the living room, the couch. I did not get any of the furniture. It came fully furnished. These tables used to be there, and so they replaced them, and I've just kept that there. Very kind of interesting artwork, but I like the minimalism look and feel of it. I added these lights, don't mind my toothbrush that's charging, and the camera charger. So I added these guys and I put them inside, and this just gives the apartment a really beautiful feel and warmth to it. So the fireplace doesn't work. I was told that if I do the fire, I have to pay like 500 euros plus the fire department will come. So haven't done a fire, unfortunately, and I wish I had, as it was a kind of cold summer. I mean, oh my God, it was a cold winter. Excuse my brain, I'm clearly not functioning very well today. So next, I will show you guys what the balcony is like. This is my favorite part, and you have all of those guys here. It's chilly. I have goosebumps on my arms. But during nicer days, obviously, you can imagine that that is a very, very beautiful place to just go have coffee. The apartment does have tables and little chairs that they put out, but it it was pointless during winter because it was cold. So I've also watched the trees go from leaves turning the color to falling off to being totally barren to springing, and like it's just so gorgeous to look out and have that view. And then the sunset, when the sun sets, it goes from basically over there where we walked in, and then you see it over those, and like the windows always change color. It's super beautiful. So this is the living room, and I spend many a nights on my couch. As I said, I work from home, so I'm always basically working at the desk, and then I chill out and I watch Netflix there. So this has become my humble abode. I love it. It feels so amazing. Up next, we have, can you guess what it is? The kitchen. And I'll explain this guy here in a minute for you. So this is my kitchen. To put this into perspective, here's my 2 feet. So this is about maybe 5 feet distance of like put together, or like that, nearly both my feet and then some. So it is pretty small. Now, let's walk through here. This is my kitchen. It's tiny, it's small, it's cute, I love it. So it's kind of everything you need. A small little cutting space, and then you can also put the chopping board there. You have the sink, some of my stuff that I've bought, and cups and whatnot, and then just like various different things here. So, and then underneath here is the washing machine. So the kitchen is not big at all, and you guys know that I love cooking. That's been a pretty hard thing for me because obviously I haven't been able to cook so much, and the oven didn't really work very well. So I have been doing the most basic salads of like raw veggies that I chop up, or I go get the Buddha bowl from Monoprix, which I'm obsessed with. So unfortunately, the kitchen hasn't had much use, but that's okay. I have friends in Paris and I've gone to theirs to cook with them. If you guys want to check out one of my other videos that I recommend is the Thanksgiving in Paris, because I go to my friend Nicole's house and we cook up a storm. This is my little mini kind of drawer of stuff. So I always charge my phone over there. And what you'll love is like the French apartments are so cute that you have to maximize all the space. So these are all my little supplements that I take. I have done a video of my morning routine and all the things that I do take, so check out that video. But for now, I have my kettle, my milk frother, and my Nespresso machine. And basically anytime, I bought these from London, anytime that I need to change it out, I have to come here and plug in a new one. Crazy. Up next, we have the bathroom, and this is a French style bathroom. I guess this is normal. I had never seen this before, but I've grown to absolutely love it. And that is because my bathroom is broken into 2 sections. So first we have the toilette, and next we have the shower. So I have a double mirror. I have mirrors in both, and what's great is that one of them has natural light and one of them has the light from above. I have various products. And then obviously the shower. And then we have this is the French style of, or not French, but just European style of drying things. So I just did laundry. Next we go to this guy and the toilet. I am obsessed with this because it has another window. So yes, for clean air, but also it's just fantastic. And the sun sets right there. And when the sun sets, it is so beautiful. It just lights up everything. If it goes down and the clouds pass, I will try to get a nice shot of that for you guys. But for the meantime, this is my view. Next up is the bedroom. So I have a little working desk. I've never used it, and I always use the desk or the big table. This is my bed. I really like it. If I was planning on staying here for a super long time, I probably would have gotten a mattress, but as I did mention, this came fully furnished, so pretty lucky. I did also buy a Tempur-Pedic pillow, which I love. Maybe I should do another morning routine video. And I have two tables, one there, both with outlets, and I pretty much, at night I pretty much take my phone out. I never bring it into the room, and then I read, I journal, meditate, and then I go to sleep. So closet space is here, and you might be noticing that there is nothing there. And that is because you're gonna have to watch my next video. I am sharing some super big news, and unfortunately I'm not gonna tell you in this one. You just have to stay tuned. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you what's on my wall here. I have joined the Tony Robbins Date with Destiny partnership. After I did the Date with Destiny, I fell in love with all of it, and so this is the schedule and events that I'm going to. This I have here because I'm highly spiritual, I love learning, and just as a reminder every day to kind of check in with the different chakras. And then it has here, like, what's the chakra function, what's the power of it, what happens when you're fearful of it, like inside, what happens when you're open, closed. So for example, the root chakra is survival, transformation. Your power is belonging and grounding. When you're fearful, it's death, of like not having enough, which basically equals death. And then when you're open in this chakra, it is I am the source, I create. When you're feeling closed, it's I feel empty, I don't have enough. And I have that on there, again, just as like a reminder to focus on the internal body. Next up, I have this, which I try to look at every day, but I don't. It's common verbs and yeah, different tenses of it, which I've been trying to study. I can't say I've done a super good job, unfortunately. Okay, last up on my wall of goodies is something that I did at Date with Destiny, and I've put it on my wall. I look at it every night before I go to sleep, and I look at it every morning when I wake up, and honestly, I've seen a really, really big change. And this is something that you do in the whole event. So I have my mission statement, values, basically bad things that I don't want to think about, goals, virtues. I've done some quotes here, and it's just a reminder for me to stay on track and keep focusing on my growth, on myself, on serving others. So this is my wall of stuff. Not very much. And then the other walls are totally blank. And again, I probably would have put more stuff if I was planning on spending more time here, but I don't like to have too much stuff because, as you see here, I already have a lot of stuff that I'm packing. So yeah, in the next video, I'll be sharing more about where I'm going. But for the moment, that is the apartment tour. And we'll do one quick little walkthrough again. Here, my cute little kitchen and the living room. All right, now that you guys have seen the apartment tour, I wanted to talk to you about how I found this apartment and a few tips for you all if you're planning on moving. So first things first, I definitely recommend deciding where you want to go and then just like committing to it. Tip one is first ask friends if they know of anyone. So I started asking friends. I posted on Facebook about, does anyone have an apartment they're subleasing, or do you know of places to find apartments in Paris? I started searching all the different places like parislodger.com, Paris Attitude, Paris Stays, and there's a ton of different websites. So what I put into the Google search was Paris short-term apartment rentals. And you start to get a lot of different things. I also had to make sure that I was being cognizant of the exchange rate, because I do lose money when I transfer from US dollars to here. And if you have someone in a place that you're trying to go to, definitely have them tell you about the area. If they can view the apartment with you, that's highly, highly beneficial. I put offers in the day before I was leaving America to get on the flight. And the morning that I woke up, I did not have an apartment. So I was kind of freaking out, but also, as you guys have seen from all this stuff on my wall, I really am into just trusting the universe and knowing everything is happening for a reason. Checked in with both people, both different respective apartments, and I said, hey, what's going on? And this apartment, they got back to me immediately. They said, here's the offer that we're kind of giving back to you, and a 2,000 euro deposit and then 2,000 a month. I just wrote to them and I had said, with there being this thing and the possibility of mold, and like it doesn't look quite so nice, I'm going to offer you guys 1,700 euros a month, but I will pay the first and second month up front as well as the deposit. And so I was getting 300 euros off, which at the end of that of 3 months is 900 euros, which is really a really good deal. They accepted that. So about an hour before I got on my flight, I signed the lease to an apartment that I had never seen before. I believe I found this apartment through parisstays.com, and they were super lovely to work with. So after 3 months, I decided to stay here. I loved the apartment and started doing month to month, and my lease ends tomorrow on May 5th, and I'm leaving, unfortunately. So I want to go back to some tips on what you guys can do if you are traveling. So first thing is obviously ask friends for recommendations, and then just check out the websites, do a search on everything. The second thing will be try to negotiate, because most places want longer term residents and they want to know that you are not going to trash the apartment. So while Airbnb is great, I mean, if I was renting an apartment to someone, I would definitely prefer to do it to someone who, is offering to pay money up front for a reduced price for a longer period. So that's my second tip, is try to negotiate the price. The third is go with your gut. Even if the apartment is the best ever and it's a great price, but your gut, that kind of inner thing inside of you is saying, I don't know, don't do it, because your gut is always right. Something will happen. And this is really for everything in life. And I've learned just to trust that. When I flew here, I walked in, I didn't get to move in until the Monday. When I got here, I stayed in a hotel. I fell in love. I mean, it was like my gut guided me to this place, and it has been the best apartment I've ever been in. I loved my LA apartment too, but this one is like my super cute Parisian apartment. It has all the light. So I trusted my gut. I signed a lease without seeing it. I did get my friend to check it out though, and then I got here and it was everything I wanted it to be. So trust your gut. I would say for those of you guys also looking to move somewhere, know that you can always go back. That's why I signed a little bit of a shorter lease, and one that was already fully furnished, because if things totally went wrong, I don't have to break a lease. I can go back. That didn't happen in my case. I fell more and more in love with Paris every day. I definitely recommend moving in and trying new places. It's nice to just kind of start fresh and take things that you need and become a minimalist a little bit. I love knowing that I can pack up my life and just move if I want to. The last thing actually that I want to mention is that if you're moving, reach out on Facebook and just ask, who do you know that lives in Paris? So I met friends of friends all winter long because I would always say, oh, I want to meet you. And some of my closest friends either came from Instagram. So never be scared to reach out, and that's where you're going to build your community. Now, I would love to know what your guys' tips are. And if you liked this video, please give it a giant thumbs up. I mean, not that you can give it a giant, just give it a thumbs up. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. New videos every single week. And there's going to be some super fun content from the next place that I'm moving to. Until next time, au revoir.